Okay, here we come to a proper, real, big-time interview. Not like yesterday's just some small TV channel. Here's the Mafia TV talking to you ladies.
Excellent.
So tell me, what was your expectation way before you came to Russia and when you just learned that you are going to Moscow in the middle of the winter, when it snows, when it's cold, and there are probably bears walking the street? So what was the feeling?
Well, I love traveling, so I didn't really give a thought to like, oh, it's gonna be cold, oh, it's gonna be this. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Russia. Like, this is really cool. And I had asked to come early, and I know there was kind of an email like, do you know you're coming really early? Like, the workshop's not till the weekend, and I was like, yeah, I want to see Russia. And so I expected to do as I usually do, which is fly in, grab a taxi, go to the tourist ghetto, and set up shop in like some dingy, you know, backpacker joint, which was not the case. I was very surprised when you're like, oh no, I'm picking you up. Oh no, the hotel's taken care of. And yeah, you know, I expected to have to be a little more independent than I was, and it's been really pleasant to be loved and shown around the city. So that was my expectation.
Yes.
I was a little scared because I've never been in that cold place before, so I was really nervous, like how to prepare, like, you know, get ready for the trip. And so I bought boots and jacket just for this trip. But when I came here, outside is really cold, but you guys, you know, and people are so warm, and you brought me nice, really warm mittens, hats, scarves, everything, and I'm really like happy, surprised that, you know, we've been really good taken care of.
And that's not how I came to do it. How about you, Kristin?
By their level. Most of them, like all of them, were high level and they're very well trained.
Yeah, I have to agree. I was really pleasantly surprised by the level of dancers and really the professional way that they would carry themselves in class. Everybody was very attentive, following direction. Really quick to pick it up. So yeah, it was really nice to work with that and really feel like, oh, we can bring more finessing into the movements than starting from scratch, which was great to see that.
There must be another impression dancing to live music, to live duduk with Mafia. How was that?
Oh, it was great.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. And the music, I thought the musicians were really wonderful. I heard them in the hallway as we were getting ready and was like, oh. And then, yeah, it's amazing because, yeah, that we never danced together before that moment on stage. So there's always that butterfly of like, what's gonna happen?
Oh my god!
You know, and it's just like any dialect. There's a little hiccups and nuances where it's like, oh wait, oh, what was that? Oh, I missed that. But I thought it went really well.
It went really well.
I don't know if you've ever heard duduk before going on stage with the girls. This sort of a pipe instrument that sounds like somebody singing with a throat.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
It was beautiful. I've never had it with any live musicians, but it did sound very familiar. And I think that's what really drew me out, like in the hallway, because they were practicing with someone and I was like, outside of the classes in the concert hall, you definitely had some time of your own in Moscow. So what is the strongest, I'm not even saying nicest or worst, just the strongest impression that you got from Moscow?
Lots of gray boxes.
I don't know. You know what sticks with me is the one day, well, it's a couple things stick with me. When you first picked me up from the airport and gave me a beautiful night drive through Moscow, and of course, St. Basil's Cathedral and the Red Square, like, I don't know if it was jet lag or what, but total, like, teary-eyed, because, you know, it's that whole thing, like, childhood dreams coming true, where you're like, at this amazing place that I just never really thought I would get to. You know, like, I knew one day I would see it, but to suddenly, like, bam, you're right there, and you're like, whoa! So it kind of all, like, sunk in and hit me, and then one day, Kati and Sergey met me and were walking around with me, and we went to the underground, the metro, and it was rush hour, and it was like en masse people, but it was very quiet, and you're like sandwiched in, and you're taking these small shuffling steps, and I couldn't see anything except for shoulders, and like I had to keep looking up at the ceiling because I would start to panic, like feel like, you know, and then we eventually got into the escalator, but you know, Sergey's like, oh, you know, this is rush hour, but it's just this like uniformed feeling of all these people together that are able to move in a quiet, sort of controlled manner, which was really fascinating.
Yeah.
What is it for you?
I felt lots of like mixed modern and old things, so you can flip your head and you see something modern, super modern, and you flip your head like you see something old. It's really interesting mixture, I felt.
Well, whenever you feel like it, you're welcome. So please, please, please use whatever time you have to go travel with us, and please rely on us whenever you feel like it.
We'll be back. Yeah. We'll be back.